Yeah, what up? This Samuel Steady Roc, you know what I'm saying? You watching HeritageHipHop.com. Make sure you subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Word up.
Peace and blessings, and welcome back to the Heritage Hip Hop Interview Show, where I bring you your future favorite artist today. And today I got somebody who believes in his words, and his words breed sincerity. And sincerity is the foundation of truth. So if you want to know truth, let him introduce himself, not only in name, and that's the truth.
Yes. What up? My name's Samuel Steady Roc. You know, those that know me call me Steady Roc, but Samuel is because it's real, and that's my real name with it. You know, coming to you from Elizabeth, New Jersey is where I'm from, what I rep, you know, and everything. Jersey all around, all across the board and whatnot, you know. Yeah, man, here to do my thing and, you know, let you know what's going on, you know, for real.
So let's get into it. Are you a native of Elizabeth all your life?
Yeah, born and raised, actually really born and raised in Elizabeth. Born in Elizabeth General Hospital. They don't exist no more. Yeah, born and raised in Elizabeth, New Jersey, you know. Definitely.
What side of Elizabeth are you?
Downtown. Yeah,
we talking about down there where, what was it, George's and everybody met?
Yeah.
And they got nutty down there.
Yeah, the waterfront, the Arthur Kill, down at the bottom, you know what I mean? That's where it's at. Really, in reality, that's like, to me, I always say, that's the heart of Elizabeth, because it's like almost everybody from Elizabeth, that's where they wanted to be at, wanted to go hang out, you know, so I just was fortunate enough, I grew up down there, you know?
I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I always knew Elizabeth to have three sides.
It's sections. It's you got Bayway is one section.
That's the one project everybody know.
You got downtown, which is, you know, a lot of people get it mixed up thinking the shopping area is downtown, but that's actually uptown.
That's uptown.
Yeah.
So downtown's more about a Y.
Nah, downtown is more by the river. Like you go all the way down, like by the Arthur Kill. That's downtown. And then actually where the mall is at and all that. All that is like downtown. Then you got Midtown is a section. And then you got Peterstown, so man, I got 5 sections, and then Elmora section. Yeah.
So, see, that's the thing about Elizabeth. Elizabeth is like uncharted known territory though.
To me, I believe it's a lot of talent that's out there. I mean, and I think we rocking for the what you call it, like the club scene is really popping. There's a lot of, you know, cats doing their things out there, but it's a lot of talented artists coming out there too. And I think, you know, once they get a whiff of it, and you know, they're gonna take notice a lot more, you know. So, because I mean, they definitely coming out there to party in Elizabeth, so, you know. So we got that, you know.
Let me tell you something. This is what I know about Elizabeth. I don't know much, but that's why you here. So you can teach everybody and represent Elizabeth.
For sure. You know, Eastwick is what we call it. If you those that know, it's Eastwick, New Jersey. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
This is what Elizabeth was known for, especially in like the 90s. Elizabeth was nutty.
Yeah, I mean,
Elizabeth was wild back in the day. Like, am I wrong?
Well, I mean, honestly, you know what I mean? Peace to all them young brothers and some cats that, you know, rest in peace, lost their life now. It's wild a little bit now, but I think when I was growing up there, it was wild, but you don't notice it when you're amongst it, so it just seemed like you having fun. I mean, I don't think it's a hood. I don't think it's no different than any other hood you go in. I think the one thing that you learn from being from that hood is you know how to conduct yourself in any other hood and stuff like that. But you know, I like to say, man, you know, we striving, man. We hungry, you know, and we ain't gonna be held back. So, you know, we want it, you know, definitely. Word up.
Elizabeth for me was known for the girls.
You think so? I mean, they got them out
there. It depends on what side you're on.
Exactly.
Because now you're talking about Uptown, and that's the side I know everybody from the Bricks or Union. They came down there to meet the girls, and then everybody would hang out at King.
Yeah,
right.
That's true. I think you know what it is, though. I think some of that situations, like when you from a town, you like, all right, I come to get these girls. We going out of town to get girls from out of town. You know what I mean?
Elizabeth folk went to Linden and Rahway.
Yeah.
Right, I know. And the thing is, that's that melting pot, that circle that made Elizabeth not a hub, but a destination for people who was looking for something.
Yeah.
Because Elizabeth was always the go-to town if downtown North didn't have it.
Yep.
Elizabeth was the go-to if George was popping. You went from Linden straight down to Elizabeth. You had to, because that strip was live.
Yeah. It definitely was. Definitely still is. You know what I mean? I mean, it's still a spot. If North ain't got it, they come to Elizabeth to see if they got it and whatnot. So it's definitely the spot and definitely a rocking town. I mean, it's where I'm from. It made me who I am, and I rep it to the fullest. Still there trying to give back into the community and stuff like that, doing some positive things, helping. Shout out, real quick, make sure y'all go out and vote. You know what I mean? June 8th. You know what I mean? Jamal Holly. You know what I mean? Make sure you check the brother out, Column B. Doing my political stuff to give back to the community and shit like that.
That's beautiful.
Definitely.
But the hip hop in Elizabeth was real different. Let me tell you what I mean. See, I'm an Essex County baby. So when I'm in the North, we know to go to the arcade downtown.
Okay.
For my peoples that was in Elizabeth, y'all didn't have a destination for hip hop. It was so spread out that you caught whatever you caught when you caught it. Because you had the project battles. You had people who used to rock by the hospital. Am I lying? Like, that was a spot.
Yeah. Okay.
Then you had people who would rock, like you said, uptown. They'd be around by the sneaker spots and everything, and by the McDonald's.
Yeah.
People used to rock over there. And then you had people by the Y.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's really more so it came to an era then we started throwing a lot more parties out there, bringing artists out there, and then downtown had this hub in the sense of like Club Cachet back in the day. You know what I mean?
Cachet.
A lot of parties was thrown there, rocking that stage and getting an opportunity to open up for a lot of different cats and things like that. We got cats that DJ Cool V, you know what I mean, from there and whatnot, and it's some essence of some cats that's doing their thing, man, and I think that inspired me and all and to do music and whatnot. But I mean, it's a different sound, but it's definitely something that keep aware of and keep on lookout for. We definitely bringing it, for sure.
What made me proud of Elizabeth is that when New York people came down to Elizabeth, Elizabeth never gave up its identity.
Yeah. I think we known for being, I always like to say, cats always tell me like we can dress and stuff like that, and we take pride in our appearance. I mean, that's one thing we definitely do. And yeah, man, we bringing it, man. We love our sports. You know what I mean? E-High definitely, it be rocking high school sports. So that was always a big like congregation to meet up at football games and stuff like that, especially back in the day, basketball games. We played big time schools, you know what I mean? St. Pat's, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's Elizabeth, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like St. Pat's, they like recently came into, that's a school in Elizabeth, don't get me wrong, but it was like until they started recruiting and realized like, oh, we're at Catholic school, we can recruit, and they started getting cats from out of town, because none of the people who play for St. Pat's is from Elizabeth, you know what I mean? So that became like a little rival with us in basketball, but I mean, much respect, it put us on the map even more, so we gotta, I appreciate that, it brings awareness to the city of Elizabeth, but hey, salute to them brothers balling, definitely,
I would say this though, when it comes to Elizabeth was the Queen City, it was also called at one time with certain people too, because Elizabeth, is the Queen Elizabeth.
Yeah,
that's what it's named after. Before around 1666 and all that, when Newark was founded, Elizabeth and Newark was the same city.
Word.
And what happened is because of the port, with all the Germans and everybody coming in, the money got separated. And that's when Elizabeth, like other outside districts, changed the zip code. And Elizabeth became its own city. And since that time, Elizabeth always fought for its own identity. What is the identity of Elizabeth? How do you as an MC carry it when you on the microphone?
For me, it's definitely, one thing I can say about Elizabeth, it's a big city in the sense people will say to me, it don't feel as big because I've been there all my life and everything, but it's a heritage, you know, shout out, no pun intended, but it's a community orientated, like it's almost like everybody know everybody. It's big, but it's small enough where you do know everybody, and then, you know, you take pride in what you do. And I mean, when you do it and you do it well, people support you from there. Like, you know, especially when you know you from there, they take ownership of it as you are their own. And I mean, which I would say is it probably in pretty much every city around the world. But for me, the identity of Elizabeth, man, is just hard working and just, you know, not caring in the sense of like, we gonna get ours. Like, you know, we're gonna get ours. You know, if you ain't gonna give it to us, we gonna take it, you know.
And it shows in the art that comes from Elizabeth. Elizabeth is the hub of one of the greatest web series ever produced, Mayhem.
Yeah, shout out to that brother, man.
Everybody knows about Mayhem, how Mayhem put on for Elizabeth.
Yeah, yes.
From the old folks' home to the Harvard to the park. Yeah. Oh, it was all over Elizabeth.
Shout out to Antoine Nelson, man, too, man. Word up, brother, being a part of that whole thing. Yeah, and I know a lot of them cats, man. Know them personally, you know what I mean? I was really, really impressed with that, man. Like, yeah, I was like, damn, that caught me. Like, it was like, yo, they did a great job. And anything that brings recognition to the city and show us in the light of that, you know, we creative, we trying to be innovative, we trying to do more, I'm all for that, you know what I mean? Definitely.
So then why is Elizabeth always grafted as the attitude city? Like, Newark is known for the muscle, Elizabeth is known for the attitude. Why is that?
I think because, I'll be honest with you, I think because we are in that we in the shadow of Newark, you know what I mean? It's a whole nother county, it's Essex County, but we're the county seat of Union County. Like, we are I would say we the big dogs of Union County. Love all my Union County brothers, you know what I mean? Everybody, Plainfield, Linden, Rawway, you know what I mean? Much respect. And I think it's just that being in that next door to Newark, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, Newark gets the recognition from everywhere, you know. Even sometimes New York thinks Newark is like the, you know,
Jersey.
Yeah, the seventh borough and whatnot, and it's like, Elizabeth, like, nah, we here. Like, we want to let you know we here, we are here, you know. And it's crazy because a lot of cats come out to, you know, Elizabeth from Newark, from everywhere, come out to Elizabeth and hang out, have a good time. And I think it's just, you know, we want to let you know that we exist, man. I think so. That could be a part of the reason why it's an attitude, and we come with a chip on our shoulder, like, look, we gotta let you know we here, you know what I mean? And I see that actually in a lot of the surrounding boroughs and whatnot. You know, you got Roselle, man, they making a lot of impact with, you know what I mean, what they doing. Shout out to Crutch Calhoun and whatnot doing his thing, and a couple of people out there, man, definitely. So, you know, it's a thing of, I think, of the identity that, man, we trying to get ours, you know, definitely.
Thank you for watching our presentation. We ask that you subscribe to our YouTube family and hit the notification bell for updates. Please like, comment, and share this video.
Real hip hop. Real